factorials. All right, here comes 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. Stop at 3 because it matches that 3. And what's going to happen is we're going to do some canceling. So you make it go all the way down until it matches the larger of the two bottom pieces. And then we're going to cancel some stuff out. Here we go. If you're at home, we're canceling out the 3 factorial with the 3 factorial on the top. Now I'll tell you kind of why it works if you want to know. Once you cancel out, then it's true with your calculator. You have to multiply 7, 6, 5, 4. It'll give you some top number. And then you do 2 factorial, which is 2 times 1. And then you'll divide and you're done. So 2 times 1, where are you? 2 times 1, you're 2 on the bottom. Can someone tell me what the 7, the 6? Watch this.
840.
840, yeah.
Sorry.
Why'd you say
No worries, it's going to take a while. Because once the factorials match, you can cancel them. It's by division. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. Watch this. Half of 540 is?
840.
Half of 840 is? How about 420? Booyah, in your face. Punch that in. Oh! That's because I'm in that other class. I'm not in the... All right, whatever. Here it comes. She's going to do good. You're going to do good. I saw you doing good. I sliced the 8. I sliced the 4. And I sliced that. What was it? 420? All right. I guess I could just erase. Then I'm going to tell you why it works. Sure. So here's the deal. Let's say if you're doing 2 numbers. Let's say if you're doing 5 times 4 on the top. I'm just making up a problem right now. 5 times 4 on the top, and you did how about 3 times 4? I shouldn't do 3 times 4. 3 times 2. We do 3 times 2 on the bottom. Multiplication. You can cross cancel. It's like multiplying 2 fractions. But let me just try it this way. Because 4 and 2 have a number that goes into both of them, you can say something like 2 goes into 2 1 time, and 2 goes into 4 2 times. Okay. When I multiply it out, I'm with a 10 on top and a 3 on the bottom. Once I get that final answer, it's going to be 3.3. I'm going to get the same answer with your calculator. Someone please do me a favor. Do 5 times 4 divided by 3 times 2. See what we get. And on the top, I'm going to have a 20 up there. On the bottom, I'm going to have a 6.
13.
I like that answer. I like that answer.
You said 5 times 4.
Divided by?
3.3.
I like that answer too, the 3.3 answer. I don't know if you need parentheses, maybe. I don't know what your calculator is doing. Did you do parentheses? No? All right. The point is, if you can cancel out pieces, it just makes the numbers smaller before you do the division. Or you do full-on big numbers. In other words, you can do 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 all the way down. And then do the bottom all the way down. Whatever 2 numbers you get, divide them. But on your test, they're going to do something like... When you get big numbers like that, you know, you don't want to do 500, 499, 498, whatever. So what you do, oh shoot, hold on, let me make this top one a little bit bigger. Let me make the top one a little bit, the bottom one rather, because they're going to make it closer. So you go down 3 times, 497, 495. They'll do a problem similar to that. To do this problem, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the top go down until it hits 495, and then I'm going to scratch out those 2. What is he even talking about? He's going to do 500, 499, 498. Even this one's taking time. 497, 497, 496, 495. When I hit 495, both this guy is going to go all the way down to 1, and this guy is going to go all the way down to 1, each number canceling out. And as a result, here's what I can do. You're gone, and you're gone. So in order to do this problem with my calculator, I just multiply these big numbers. I need to see what they have to put down. And I got to make this guy go all the way down, unfortunately. Get the answer to the top, some super big number. Get the answer on the bottom, sort of big number. And then hit the divide button on my calculator and I win. Why they're having you do this, I'm not quite sure, because really it's just how much patience do you have, write out and multiply.
Wait, so you
Right,
just
I
multiply
multiply.
all of them together?
Uh-huh. I'm not sure all the reason behind it, but that's how you get it. Number 10, here comes the formula. Let's see. I think it's an N. I think it's an R. It's the whatever formula. I know how it works, but I'm going to have to look at my answer key. Give me a moment. How many different ways can I see 8 people in 16 different seats? There's an answer. It's going to look something like this thing, but I need to write down what it is. Once we know, that's what this question is asking. If the order mattered, we put the letter P here, and there's a slightly different version of the formula. So this actually does matter for the license plate question that we're going to look up above. How many different ways can we put the letters of the alphabet and our numbers so that everyone can have a different license plate? Everyone has to have a different one. So I guess it works in real life for that purpose. But let me find the formula and clear.
So in the DC example, how would you write this in this format? What would it look like? So you have 40 students to choose from. How many get to go? 25. So what would that look like if you wrote it in this format?
Would be 29.
It's the other way around.
Oh.
Because you always start with how much you have, and then how many you actually get to pick. So it'd be 40, choose 5. Here's the cool thing. 40 is how many we've got to start with. So type in 40, you've got 5 people. Right? Here's the cool thing. Find the probability button on your calculator, PRB. It's not PDR, PRB. That's a joke. Yeah, Donnie gets it. That's a good entire. So PRB, hit it, and what do you see? You see NPR and NCR columns like this, right? Which one are we going to use if we're doing, like, if it's 40 students and we're just combining them together? Is that a combination of permutation and why?
All that stuff.
Oh, okay. So it's a combination. Because order doesn't matter. We don't care who gets to go first. So you don't want NPR, you want NCR. Just scroll over to that, hit enter. So right now we've got 40 NCR. How many people actually get to go? 25, hit enter. 40 NCR 25. And there are a lot of different combinations. 4 followed by 10 zeros is how many combinations there are. Notice how at the end there it says times 10 to the 10 over there? Scientific notation. So 4 point all that followed by 10 zeros. A lot of different combinations. That's why we don't pick them random. We pick them by merit. Speaking of, are you guys trying to go for DC? Go. It's such a cool trip. I got to go to Chapel. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I like it. Oh, hold on, Brian, before you go, for those out there who don't know the PBR reference, give them a little insight what was going on there, other than Donna.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd rather not say it out loud. It's not appropriate for school.
Oh, let's stop recording. And Ryan says an alcoholic beverage. And
Alcoholic beverage.
he says it's terrible. And
What do you say? Is he drinking it right now?
all right. Hey, video people, we're using our calculator to find factorials. Let me start mine over again. So say it again. What do I start with?
Math.
I'm gonna hit math, which is
No, 5.
I'm putting 5 first. Then I'm gonna hit math, which is under the green button. I'm gonna arrow over 3 times until I get under PRB, which is pretty funny if you drink beer. Just checking. Apparently, one of my students is familiar with it. She's 18. Okay. Never mind. I'm not recording anymore. All right. What happens next? We hit PRB.
That's 4.
4? Oh, factorial. Oh, good. You can either arrow down to 4 if you're that kind of person, or if you want just to hit the number 4, you're there, and now you hit enter under math. That's so odd that they would put math on a calculator. Yeah, the whole thing is math. You don't have that. Yeah. Oh, should I be doing math or English? Do go ahead and math. Dang, I don't have to be like that. 6 student survey conducted in January was approximately, I know we did January, hopefully I put A1 on there. If I didn't, you can put A1 now, approximately 130,000 high school students in a car, with a car. In June were 255. June, I'm going to put A sub N, that's the last month. So you can mark that. Should have put it in a different color, but it's too late now. Suppose the number of high school students with a car each month forms an arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic, mark that. How many students had a car in February, March, April, May, June? B. Suppose that the number of high school students with a car each month forms a geometric sequence. How many of them had it in May, June, whatever? So we need two formulas. What are the two formulas we need? I think the formula for arithmetic sequence is A sub n equals something plus d n minus 1. What's the something? Is it A1? A, did I put A1? Did I just put A? We'll assume it's the first one. This is on your counting principles. Geometric for the sequence part. What was the first number line? What was the second number line? What was the third number line? Is what we're asking. What is the geometric one? I think it's D. It's equation D, and this is equation A. What's equation D? And also I'm going to put an A sub n on it as well. They mean the same thing. A sub n means the last term, or the one that you're looking for. Like if I'm looking for the fifth term, the third term, they know it always ends with th. All right, what do we got on that one? So, hey, video people, they're waiting, they're thinking. I can't make the video too long. It's 11, 12, 1, 2. Say it out loud. 3. What is the equation for D?
We're looking for geometric, right?
Uh-huh.
That one that you're writing right now is the same one as the one above.
All right. What's the one for D? Like, is there one for D, or am I thinking the wrong thing? Oh, got it. Geometric is A, B, C, huh? All right. So what's A, rather? All right. So you said A sub 1, R, and then n minus 1 in the air. What's on to the left of the A sub 1 on the other side of the equal sign? Okay. So arithmetic is the right one. The red is correct? Okay. The green is correct. So they're both the sequence thing. Basically, what number are we in? The three letters that we need are A sub 1. We need an R, and we need an N. Let's find out what they've given us so far. A sub 1 is the first number line. What was the first month that they gave us, and what was that number? So A sub 1 is the 130K. Can I put K or write out the whole thing? All right, R. What did they give us with the R? All right, if your students will go with the other number, it turns out that one they gave us turns out to be the A sub N, which is what this last thing is supposed to be, A sub N. It's the last month in the line. They've only given us 2 months, the beginning of January and the last month that they're talking about, which is June. So in this case, 255. Now again, if I didn't have the answer key, I would have found this one tricky. I don't know what I would have done with that. They didn't quite give us an R. So the question, like, hey, how can you figure out R? Well, the answer is this. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4 things, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to use the red stuff. One, 2, 3. I only have 2. All right, I know they did it up there, so let me do it with the red stuff and show you how to find the D, and we'll see if it'll do the same thing to find the R. For the red stuff, let's find out what they've given us as well. It's the same problem. They've given us the same 2 pieces. A, R, there's no R, A, D, and N. A, D, and N. I'm going to switch to that class for that one. A, D, and N. Anybody know what class that is? Oh, yeah. What is the A sub 1 in this one? Same question. Same number. The n, we'll talk about the n and the d. We don't know the d. Why do I keep writing an n? There's an n. Oh, there's an n in the formula. And there's an n here. I'm going to fix something that's broken down here. So here we go. I'm going to fix it this way. There's a sub n and there's also just an n. How many terms are there? Let me ask this question. From beginning month to the end month, how many terms are there? How many months are there? Yeah, there's 6 months. There's, January, February, March, April, May. Which is why we're doing this one together. Year 6 here. Same question, year 6. I'm going to close the door even though now I get it. Alright. Start recording and closing the door for right now. I used to have some of those students. Well, then 2 of them left. I think class was going too slow for them. That's what they said, but then one guy apologized. It's going to be on paper, and when you do it at home, hopefully they ask you exactly the same thing. You just do exactly what he did. So I'm going to find in red, this is the space I have here, what's going on up there. So what is he going to do? He's going to write down the formula again. As mathematicians, we write down formulas right before we use them, even if they're written somewhere else. We write down what we're given. I'm going to write these big numbers. A sub n, what are you, A sub n? You're the last number. I'm going to put it up there. I wrote out the formula rather than writing out the number, which is a 255. So replace the letters, substitution, with the numbers. I'll replace everybody except the D, and then we'll solve for D. What are you, A sub 1? You are... Hey, people, yeah, I know you're trying to make it real with Facebook or whatever, but I was thinking, math teacher here, you don't have to have the big numbers. I get it. The kids will be more interested because they're talking about Facebook. We're talking about Facebook in the math class. They don't care about Facebook in the math class. They care about Facebook in real class, and I even here, Facebook isn't even germane. Ooh, nice word. Learned that in 7th grade. How about that? We're 8th grade vocabulary. I still have my vocabulary book right here. No way! I got my 8th grade vocabulary book. Okay, so I also dubbed it as my calligraphy book as well. So in 8th grade, I had Miss Holly here. So once I learned calligraphy, of course, you write anything that's familiar. So I wrote it at the back, and then I wrote some more stuff. I knew Portia and Hannah and my brother, and let's pause. Here comes. Did I get the numbers in? And I need to be 6 in this case. Let me erase that. The good news for you all is, and the same thing I need to tell the geometry class, because of a mistake I made, they benefit. And the same is going to happen to you. Because life is going so good for me right now, some pieces I'm not quite doing. All right. Get ready to help me with your calculators by subtracting 130 from 255. Because I'm using up your time, now you get to do a take-home when really I wanted you to do it in class. So the lesson is, the life lesson is, sometimes when bad things happen, it works out to your benefit. Someone, what is it? 125? All right. The next thing, keep putting this n in here, and I keep putting the n in there. The n is supposed to be a 6. Sorry about that. The n is supposed to be a 6 from the formula up above. I'm pointing to you, but they can't see it. 6 minus 1, hopefully you can see because I substitute the n. And therefore down here, you don't have to write a 6 minus 1, you can just put a 5. I am going to pause at different places. I'm pausing it and let you look at it. I'm going to divide that 5 on both sides, and that'll tell me what the d is in this problem. For those of you who don't save stuff from elementary, I mean, it might be a little late. You're still in high school, save it. And then later on when you get older, you'll be like, oh, I remember that. But it's time for me to throw some of the stuff away. So what I'm supposed to do, somebody do 125 divided by 5. I'm supposed to, it's probably 25,000. Yeah, genius. You know what I did? I did 125 into that and then kept the zeros. And I know that 5 quarters is $1.25, so that helped me out a little bit too. All right, so here's what we discovered. And I probably should have used green because now they're going to think it's down there, but This D goes in here. What are you? You're 25 grand. Hey, Thomas, thanks for writing all that, but how's that supposed to help us? Like, how are we going to get the answer to the question they're asking? Well, now we have all the pieces of the puzzle that we might need for the question being asked. I'm going to do 2 of them, and then we'll stop with that. We're going to get the R for this one, and you'll do it the same way, and then we'll see that last problem asks something the same or different, and then we'll give you your material if I haven't made it, or I'll make a copy, and I'll apologize for asking you to stay by for a little bit, but you'll be able to take it home. Pause, pause, pause. What is he about to do? He is about to erase. All right, so we're going to erase a little bit and actually get 2 of the answers, maybe one of the answers in the interest of time, and I'll tell you to do the same thing again over and over. So here's the deal. Here's what they're asking you. With the red stuff, the arithmetic series or sequence, how many students had a car in February? It's basically asking you if D were 25,000 and A sub 1 was a 30,000, what would the answer A sub n be for the month in question? What did he just say? Here's what he just said. They want you to find out the answer to this. What is A sub n for, what is this? A sub 1 plus D n minus 1 when A sub 1 is 130, when D is 25,000, and when N, for February, N has to be 2. The N's are going to keep changing. When you do March, it'll be one number, April, May. That part's going to change, this part's going to stay the same. So I'll do the one with the 2, and find out from your thumbs, like, I think I could do that if N were a 3. I think I could do that when N was a 4, and so on. So here it comes. Let's do it when N is a 2 if there's enough space. All right, for February, for Feb, which is, yeah, sure, I'll do it that way. Make my Feb a little closer. For Feb, let's see, A sub 1 is still going to be that big number, 130,000. Oh, you're going to run out of space. D is still going to be that big number, 25 grand. I'm just filling in the puzzle. The inside, N sub 1, and I'm going to put a 2 for the N, because I'm doing February, minus 1. And now, if I had a calculator, I would type all that stuff in, and it's going to spit out some number. How much, what do we find out? Facebook? How many people on Facebook? Is that where we're finding out? This is a Facebook question. I know there's a Facebook question somewhere. This is cars. I think on the assessment they ask it via Facebook. My students tell me that young people basically are abandoning Facebook, and it's like old people, and now it's about Instagram and Twitter. Anybody still do Facebook? Yeah, I do Facebook. I just Facebooked the other day. Is that how I say it?
Nope.
I friended. Whatever. I posted something the other day. Anybody got an answer while I'm talking?
155,000.
155,000. Yeah. That's how many people were driving a car, I guess is the question on this one. And February, I'm going to pause and let you take a look at it and see if you have any idea what's going on. But there's 6 of them you can't use, so you only can use 20 letters of the alphabet. Okay, that's where the 20 is going to come from in my answer. Let's check out the numbers. And cannot use odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So that means it can only use even and 4, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is going to be an important number, not the 5 that would be in here, but the fact that there are 5 individual digits that they get to use when they're making up their bank information for their bank cards. Hey, okay, so Tom, so what are we going to do with these cards? They're like, what are you going to do with the numbers? Here's what you're going to do. You get to choose 3 numbers, and they can repeat. So you can choose 222, 444, 555, all right, 666. But here's how it goes. Let's do the numbers. There are 5 numbers you can choose when you make your first choice. Out of 5 numbers, you can choose those 5 numbers. Once you get your first one, again, for your second number for your code, you can still choose out of these same 5 numbers. So when it's your third turn, again, out of these same 5 numbers, you can choose. Here's the first half of the answer for this one. When you see the second one, we'll compare them. You're like, oh, I see the difference. I see. But for now, write that down. Okay. For your letters, you only get to choose 3 letters, but it's out of the 20. So you get to choose any of the 20 letters for your first letter. For the second letter in your code or your password, you still get to go back and choose out of that 20 what your second letter is going to be. By the way, just in case someone wants to mess me up, it is true, I do choose the same password every time. I have a bazillion things, same password. You know why? I just can't remember the different ones. I can't, and even my same password, sometimes I tweak it and I don't even know what that is. And the last one for my last code, there it is. There is the answer to this first one. Watch how it compares to the answer to the second one. Please underline this word, can repeat. Mark that, can repeat. On the second, when you choose your code, when you choose your numbers, after you choose that first number, you can't choose it again. It cannot repeat. Oh, okay, whatever. Well, why are you making a fuss about that? Because your first number, you have 5 numbers you can choose from. I choose 8 to begin with. And the point is I had 5 numbers that I could choose from. Once I choose my first number, I can't use 8 again. My second choice, I only have 4 numbers that I can choose out of. Can anyone tell me what that third one's going to be? Yeah. I'm only left with 3 numbers. Same thing with the letters. Your first choice, everybody's in the pool. You choose anybody from the pool. Once that person is out, you're only left with what's next. So the first number, can someone say what's the first number is going to be? 20. What's the second number going to be? And then the third one? Now some of you might be thinking, like, this dude is genius. How does he come out with 18 and 19? Same concept. Once I choose my first letter, it's out of 20. So, okay, this is my possibilities. What's my second possibility? Well, 1 is missing, so 19 are my possible, and then 18x. Let's pause here.